And change the inclination again. Okay, now I'm just gonna do this until we're up where we want to be. Okay, that looks nice. Now, I'm gonna go back and reduce this. Whoops. Get this going. What? No. It started so well, now it's all this. This looks nice, but I don't know if I'm going the right way this way. I guess that's what the inclination and argument periapsis is about. Because I think I'm going the wrong way. They want us to go counterclockwise. And I think if I do this, I might be going clockwise. Just pull the upper lever halfway. Upper lever, the normal vector. Okay, I'm gonna erase this again. Like so. Do this point again. And halfway pull. So, maybe this halfway, or this now. Halfway would be 33.15. Almost there. Okay, 33.1. Now, we're gonna reduce this. Yeah, that's not doing it. Upwards. Okay, my bad. Get rid of this again. Ah. Sorry, folks. Didn't change the thing. Okay, upwards. 33.1. At the lower left, you can see what I'm doing. Under inclination, the green number, 33.2 degrees. 21. Only halfway, yes. And now, the rest retro burn. Okay. 66.3 is what we're looking for. Yes. And now we need to... How can I fix this so I don't crash into the moon? Because our periapsis is going to be underneath the surface. Because if I do this thing, prograde burn, we're going to mess with our inclination again. And it looks so good now. Look at this. This is perfect. On the dot. You can change halfway steps. This is only a mix of normal and retro. Okay, so I'm gonna try and do some prograde. Or not. 66.3 again. Bear with me, almost there. You know what? I'm gonna change this again. Don't know why it resets. Makes it even worse. 66.3. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Okay, don't mess with it anymore. So, we got the inclination, but we don't have the apoapsis or periapsis. So maybe I need to mess with this a little bit more. .3. Yeah. Well, that's looking better. At least we don't crash into the moon now, which is nice. So how can I fix this? That must be a radial in and out is what they are, right? I just want to see what happens. Can I make a backup copy of this maneuver? Easy now. Okay, that's moving it the wrong way. Maybe I can do this. Ooh! Look at this. Ah, this is nice. Okay, now it's just fine-tuning, really. So now we want to retrograde a little bit. And maybe do a little bit more normal to move it over there. Look at this. I don't think I've ever done this well. I mean, I haven't done the burn yet. We're not there yet. We're just doing the maneuver. But the first satellite we placed over Kerbal, that took like 50 attempts. So if I... No, that wasn't it. Retro. Move this like so. Do a little bit of pro burn. 66.3. Do you think we're within parameters? What does it tell me? Within minimal deviation. Yeah. Okay. To me, that's minimal deviation. 30. We have an inclination of 66.3, which is right on the dot. And then it says here an argument periapsis. Argument of periapsis needs to be at the right here. 338.2 degrees, and we're at 338.7 degrees. I don't even know what that means. I guess it's the radial burn that just changes where around the moon our periapsis and apoapsis are. But I think that's minimal, right? Maybe I can fine-tune it a little bit more if I'm careful. Don't biff it up. I want to raise this though. Okay. I think that's pretty good. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Right? Look at this. Ooh. And this is the first time I did this by the numbers, because, believe it or not, the first time we placed a satellite around Kerbal, I just turned the camera around to see if this lines up like so. And it was a mess, but it worked out in the end. But yeah, I think we're ready. I do want to save this in case I biff up the burn. Pre-satellite burn. Sweet. And now all we have to do is warp and burn for 16 seconds, which is a little bit more than a third of our fuel. So we have a bunch of fuel left, actually. Not in this stage. How much is in this stage? Oh, this is this stage. Okay. Yeah. Let's warp here. And go to our... It's so weird, right? You do these tons of adjustments, and really what it all boils down to is just a dot on a sphere. I can't even start to comprehend the mathematics behind this, but it just amazes me. Okay. Sweet. So I guess we can warp. A little bit. In a T-minus 8 seconds, we're gonna burn. Full throttle. 2, 1, go. Okay, doing good. Okay, might want to slow it down now. Okay, cut it. Just a little bit more burn here. A little bit more. We want this well. There, right on the dot. I think we did it. But it doesn't tell me. Why is that? Is it because I'm not a satellite? The math is pretty easy, it's just intersection points with objects, geometry in its simplest form. That's why this is still a game, it doesn't use the horror formulas for n-body physics. It is pretty just... It's pretty cool you can do this with just the interface here. I'm guessing that's what they do at NASA too. Why doesn't this tell me that I'm good? I'm not in the orbit. Why not? Maybe a tiny bit more accurate. Okay. Or do you think does it make a difference that I still have this corpus here? This big ass thing? Should I stage it? Apoapsis seems a bit off. Yeah, maybe I overshot it a little bit. So let's go over to the... I think the periapsis is off. The apoapsis, let's take a look. Well, it's both a bit off, actually. Poopy. Okay, let's add a maneuver at the apoapsis on the dot, if I can. And just do a little bit more. Because the inclination is pretty on the dot. Let's add a maneuver here. And get the orbital info. And try to get... Why did you close this up? The apoapsis to, or the periapsis we're adjusting now, 134.478. So I need to retrograde burn. 34.478. This is the lowest already. I don't think I can make this any better. Scared to move it. See? Why is this so finicky? Four, 7, 8. Very slightly pulling back on the left stick here. 4, 7, 8 is what we're looking for. Okay, that's gotta be well enough. So let's do that first. And then we're gonna change our apoapsis. And hopefully we'll be in the green. Did that change anything in terms of her? No, that looks all the same still. Sweet. Okay, let's do that. Warp to the maneuver. And turn it retrograde. Do a tiny little burn. Just gonna fast forward again. It's still 2 minutes out. Yeah, I think we did it now. Maintain stability for 10 seconds, because we just changed our orbit. It should be alright in just a matter of seconds. There we are. We did it. Awesome. I guess I'm gonna keep it like this, since we still have fuel here. Maybe we can do something with this at some point. It would be fun. So, yeah. Sometimes the game is a bit picky with the deviation. How much are we off with the other? I think this should have been 589, right? We're at 586. But that doesn't do anything apparently. But they really wanted the 134. But here we have it, folks. A satellite around the moon. And thanks to Grandel here in the chat, we actually managed to do it in this burn here in one fell swoop. Pretty awesome. So let's go back to the Space Center. We're just gonna leave this here and see what else we can do. And maybe save the game, right? Save. After Moon Satellite Orbit. Sweet. Let's check for quests or missions. Plant a flag on the moon. Ooh, I kind of want to do that. Do a landing mission on the moon. That has me excited. We could combine this maybe with the Explore the Moon thing. Oh, it's the docked thing. No, we can't. That's a bummer. Science data from surface of moon. We could combine these two. Build a new surface outpost on the moon. We could combine a bunch of stuff there, but I don't think I have the equipment to do that, right? The science and research. This sounds interesting too. We could do that on the ship we're gonna take to the moon. If you have the mission, you should have the parts. Wait, let's see here what they want from us. Build a new outpost that has an antenna, has a docking port, and can generate power. This has to be on the surface of the moon. Okay. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. Have a viewing cupola on the outpost. I don't even know what that is. Maintain stability for 10 seconds, and land your outpost on moon. That sounds awesome. We have 12 years for this, 8 years for this, and 10 years for this. If we get right on this, we should be able to do all 3 of them. I wish I could see where these survey missions are supposed to be, right? Gene's Gift, Sector KQ, 2X, and whatnot. I wish there was a map of the moon. Because I could just land there then and get the stuff going. Might bring a rover with me. Okay. What do we have here right now? Observational service I'm not going to do today. Temperature service of the moon. In spaceflight below. Okay, we could do that before we touch down. Right? Oh, they need to be near the sectors. We actually did one of them already. Okay, yeah, no. Forget these observational stuff. And that's all we have. We have a couple of rescue missions around the sun. All 3 of them. We could do that at some point too. Trying that in one swoop again, but for now, let's accept these 3 missions we just saved, so we should be good in case anything goes wrong.